Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a foundation review video on the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. This is a foundation that I've recently discovered and I've been trying it out for the last month. And so today I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I think about it, the pros, the cons, and also I'm going to share with you guys how I apply it. So if you guys are interested in watching, just stay tuned. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. So right now, as you can tell, I am not wearing any face makeup on. I'm only wearing a little bit of mascara and that's it. I really want to give you guys a good review on this foundation. So pretty much this foundation comes in a package like this and it just says Too Faced Born This Way, and then it says oil free because it is oil free, claims to be oil free, and then it says undetectable medium to full coverage foundation. So it is a foundation that you could definitely build upon. If you want to go for a more natural look, you could definitely stick with like just a one layer, or if you want to build it up, you could definitely do that. And then pretty much this is what the actual foundation looks like. So it comes with a little applicator here, which is really nice. It's convenient because you don't have to like take off the cap and you can actually control how much product you use. So it's a cool little pump, and then it's made out of this like ceramic glass material, which is really nice. It's pretty fancy. And it says Absolute Perfection Foundation Oil Free. The back looks like this and it just says the skin you were born to have. So yes, and this is a 1 fluid ounce foundation, so kind of similar to most foundations. They come with a 1 fluid ounce of actual product. So yeah, and so pretty much what it says on the box of what it contains, it says that it contains coconut water to delectably replenish skin's moisture levels, alpine rose to brighten skin's appearance and promote elasticity, and hyaluronic acid for a smoother, more youthful appearance. And then it says this oil-free foundation masterfully diffuses the lines between makeup and skin, coverage so undetectable and skin so naturally radiant they'll think you were born this way. And then it has just kind of like reviews of people who've used it before, and it says 100% said this foundation blurred their imperfections, 98% said this foundation made their skin look absolutely perfect, and 97% said that this foundation provided natural coverage. And then it has a little tip. It says, for I woke up like this perfection, apply from center of the face outward and blend, built to full coverage by layering as needed. So it claims to have a lot of cool things in it. As you guys can tell, my skin is not perfect. I do have some imperfections. Right now I just have this little friend that popped up this week. So that's that. I do have dark circles and a little bit of scarring from when I used to have acne. So pretty much that's what my face looks like. It's pretty much oil-free combination skin, which means that I do get a little bit more oily in my T-zone, and then a little bit dry everywhere else, and especially right now in the winter time it does get a little bit more dry than usual. But yeah, so that's pretty much my skin. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be applying the foundation to one side of my face with my favorite Sigma Flat Kabuki in F80. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm really liking this little pump here. So what I do usually is I just squeeze a pump of this onto the back of my hand and then I blend it. It does say to blend outwards. I normally don't do that. I usually just kind of like dab and then apply it, but let's see how this goes. So we're gonna go ahead and apply just a little dab, and I think that is enough. I've used this foundation for like the last month. So it's more of a review, but that seems to be enough for me, like one pump for my whole face. So I'm just going to go ahead and dot it on one side of my face so you guys can kind of see how it works. I also do put it under my dark circles, and then I do conceal afterwards just to give me a little bit more coverage on that, because I haven't been getting very much sleep with work and grad school and other things that I do. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and use their tip of blending it from the center outwards. And what I do is I actually just dab like this. And as you guys can see, that really really did a good job of just quickly blurring any imperfections. Also my circle, my dark circles, you could definitely tell the difference. It does help with covering that up. So yeah. What I like about this foundation is that it's very easy to work with. It doesn't like dry on your face super quickly, and you know, it's good. It blends in very, very well. So as you guys can see, there aren't any harsh lines, and I literally just applied half of what I have. Like I still have enough for my rest of my face here. But honestly, that did a great job of covering. I'm in the shade Natural Beige, if you guys are wondering. And I think this shade fits me perfectly. You can't really see the difference. So that's pretty much what one side of my face looks like compared to the other. So let's go ahead and even them out, and then you guys can see. So even as I kept the rest on my actual hand here, it didn't dry out that quickly, which I appreciate, just because some foundations tend to dry out really quickly, especially if they're like matte. And I usually get matte foundations because I do have a little bit more oily skin, but this stuff is really good and it's oil free. So let's go ahead and blend that in. And fun fact, I don't really use a lot of foundation on my forehead just because I don't need it, and I don't want to, you know, fill it with foundation if I don't need it. So yeah. Alright, so that is one layer, and I honestly really do like this foundation. It does give me a very, very natural finish, and I really like that. And that's pretty much everything. So now I'm going to go ahead and jump into my concealer, the rest of my face, so you guys can kind of see what it all looks like together. And the concealer that I use is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in medium. I love this stuff. So I just dab like little 3 dots here. And then I also use that same flat kabuki. Oh, I've been using it for the last months to blend my concealer as well. And there you go. So you guys can see that definitely helped with my dark circles. And to finish it off, I use 2 different powders. I usually use the Clinique Stay Golden State Matte Sheer Press Powder. And I've also been using my Laura Mercier Translucent Powder for under my eye area. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So you guys can see what it all looks like together. And I just use a big fluffy brush like this one. So I'm going to use the Laura Mercier one under my eyes so you guys can see. And on my nose too. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put on my bronzer and also my blush, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so this is what the foundation looks like with my whole face, with my bronzer, blush, my lips, everything. So overall, I love this foundation. It's actually been my favorite for the last month. I didn't want to say that in the beginning of the video because I didn't want to be biased. I did want to give you guys, information on it beforehand, but honestly, I've been loving it. I personally love it because I do have sensitive skin. And so I've tried different foundations out, and a lot of them have broken me out, but I love that this foundation has really more of natural ingredients in it, like the coconut water. I love that, and it doesn't break me out at all. I like that with one pump that it can, provide a really natural coverage, and it also can hide imperfections, which I love. And so pretty much this is it. I love it overall. I would give it a 10 out of 10. I just love it so much. The only con that I can find with this, but it's not even a con for me, but it could be for people who don't like this glass material. Like, it could be a little bit harder to travel with just because, you know, it is glass and you have to be careful with it. But honestly, I don't mind it. It looks really cool and nice on my vanity, so I love it. Alright guys, so that is everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you guys like review videos. Also make sure you're subscribed to my channel for more videos. Remember that you can follow me on all my social media sites, which will all be listed down below. And remember, they're all beautifully and wonderfully made, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.